Welcome back to Mr. Scott Maths. In this video we're going to take a look at solving equations where we have unknowns on both sides of our equals. Though if there are any other topics you'd like me to cover, please leave a comment down below and I'll get to that video as soon as I can. Also, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future maths videos. So in this video we're looking at equations like this one here where we've got an x on both sides of our equal sign. So in this one we've got 2x plus 8 equals x plus 12 and we want to solve to find out what x would be. Well, to do this, we first of all want to turn this equation into an equation where we've only got x's on one side of our equal sign. And to do that, we can get rid of our smaller amount of x. Now, to get rid of our smaller amount of x, which in this case is just going to be this x on its own, because it's smaller than our 2x, we take it away. And we take it away from both sides, because we've got to do the same on both sides of our equals. So we subtract x from both sides. Now, on the left-hand side, we've got 2x subtract x. Well, that's 2x subtract 1x. So what have we got left? We've got 1x left, which we could just write as x. And we've still got this plus 8. And on the right-hand side, we've got rid of this x. That was the whole point of the step. So we got rid of it. So we only had it on the left-hand side. So there's no x left. But we still do have this 12. Okay, now we have x plus 8 equals 12. So this is an example of a one-step equation, where whatever x is, whatever number x is, if we added 8 to it, we get 12. So to find out what x is, we need to do the opposite of adding this 8, which is going to be subtracting 8. And again, we do that to both sides of our equals. So on our left-hand side, we're just left with our x. And on the right-hand side, 12, take away 8, gives us 4. So our answer would be x equals 4. And we could double check that by putting it back into our original equation. So 2 times 4 would give us 8, add another 8 gives us 16. On our right hand side, 4 add 12 also gives us 16. So we know we've done this correctly. Now let's look at this example here. We've got 4x plus 1 equals 2x plus 7. Now again, we only want to have x's on one side of our equals sign. So to start off, we want to get rid of our smaller amount of x. Well, our smaller amount of x in this example is going to be this 2x. It's smaller than our 4x. So we subtract 2x from both sides. Now on the left-hand side, we started with 4x. We've subtracted 2x, so we have 2x left. And we still have this plus 1. And on the right-hand side, but we've got rid of this 2x, so we're still just left with the 7. Now we've got a two-step equation. So whatever x is here, if we multiplied it by 2 and added 1, we get an answer of 7. So to solve this two-step equation, we need to work backwards, doing the opposite of this multiplying by 2 and adding 1. So we first of all need to subtract 1 from both sides. So on the left-hand side, we're just left with 2x. And on the right-hand side, 7, take away 1, gives us 6. So now whatever x is, we multiplied it by 2, we get 6. So again, we do the opposite. The opposite of multiplying by 2 is, of course, dividing by 2. So x is going to be equal to 6 divided by 2, which gives us 3. So our answer is x equals 3. Okay, let's look at one more example. This time we have 7x plus 1 equals 2x plus 46. And we want to start off again in the same way by getting rid of our smaller amount of x. Now in this case, it's going to be this 2x. So we subtract 2x from both sides. Okay, so on the left-hand side, we started with 7x, we subtracted 2x, so we're left with 5x. And we've got this plus 1, of course. And on the right-hand side, we've got rid of the 2x, we're just left with our 46. So now we're left with another two-step equation, 5x plus 1 equals 46. Now to solve that equation, we again need to work backwards, and we start off by subtracting this 1 from both sides. So on the left-hand side, we're just left with our 5x. And on the right, 46, take away 1, gives us 45. Now to get just x on its own, we need to divide by this 5. And again, do that on both sides. So 5x divided by 5 is just going to give us our x. And 45 divided by 5 would give us 9. So our answer for this equation is going to be x equals 9. Okay, there's now going to be a couple of examples for you to have a go at. The first of these two examples is going to be 6x plus 7 equals 5x plus 23. So if you'd just like to pause the video for a moment, have a go at solving that equation, and I'll go through it in just a minute. Okay, so with this one, again, we want to get rid of our smaller amount of x. So in this case, it's going to be our 5x. So we subtract 5x from both sides. On the left-hand side, we started with 6x. We've taken 5x away, so we've just got 1x left, which we of course can write just as x. We don't need the 1. And we've still got this plus 7. And on the right-hand side, where we've got rid of the 5x, so we're just left with our 23. Now in this example, we're just left with a one-step equation here, x plus 7 equals 23. So to find out what x is, we simply need to take away the 7 from both sides. And we get an answer of x equals 23 minus 7, which is 16. Okay, here's one more for you to have a go at. This time we've got 8x plus 5 equals 3x plus 15. If you just want to pause the video for a moment, have a go at solving this equation, and I'll solve it in just a moment. Okay, now to solve this equation, well, we've got 8x and we've got 3x. Of course, we want to get rid of our smaller amount of x. That's going to be our 3x. So subtract 3x from both sides. On the left-hand side, 8x, take away 3x. It leaves us with 5x. And we've still got this plus 5. And on the right-hand side, we've got rid of this 3x. We're just left with our 15. So now we have a two-step equation. We've got 5x add 5 equals 15. So whatever x is, if we multiplied it by 5 and added 5 to our answer, we'd get an answer of 15. So we need to work backwards to solve for x. So we first of all subtract 5 from both sides. So we'd be left with 5x equals 10. And now we need to divide both sides by this 5. So the answer we'll get, x is equal to 10 divided by 5, which is 2. So our answer will be x equals 2. Make sure to like and subscribe for more maths videos.